The 1920s was a mostly optimistic and productive time for America, with a booming economy from industrialization, many social changes, and a new political configuration.
Among the many social changes of America included the Ku Klux Klan, national prohibition, and the Scopes Monkey tribe. As a result of national prohibition, large-scale organized crime grew in the U.S., Al Capone being well known as one of the most notorious of bosses. The Ku Klux Klan declared itself as a defender of traditional American values, striking to hurt black people and the supporters of black people. And the Scopes Monkey trial, a legal case in 1925 in which a high school science teacher, John Slopes, was accused of violating Tennessee's Butler Act, which made it unlawful to teach evolution in any state-funded school. It came to epitomize much of the intellectual debate regarding the education of evolution.
The 1920s were also known as the Roaring Twenties. Automobile, movie, radio, and chemical industries skyrocketed, along with construction funded by the government. The emergency tariff of 1921 was signed by Warren Harding to save America from entering a depression. Harding promised to reduce national debt, reduce taxes, protect farming interests, and cut back on immigration.
The federal government and the American business continued to have a new and closer relationship and became the hallmark of the Republican policy. During the three successive administrations of three presidents, Warren Harding, Calvin Coolidge, and Herbert Hoover of the Republican Party. Harding was only president for a few years before he suffered from a fatal heart attack, thus leading to a revelation of series of scandals, the worst known as the Teapot Dome scandal, involving Interior Secretary Albert Fall, who leased petroleum reserves in exchange for cash. Calvin Coolidge believed in the least possible of government possible. Of the three, Albert Hoover was the most successful president. He had established associative state, a state of territory partly controlled by, but not a possession of, a stronger state by autonomous internal affairs.
Due to the political, economic, and social events that occurred during the 1920s, this time period was classified as the Roaring Twenties because of how well America was doing that decade.